Shoot me, shoot That's that deadly.
Player one.
I can make them put their hands to the ceiling. I can make you disperse cash for the feeling good. I ain't focused on nothing but cash peeling. Yeah, these niggas ain't no shit, they need to kill it.
What it do, YouTube? We back, man. We live in here, man. We got another one. It's a banger. A new installment, and it is none other than Cartel Bo. Now, y'all know about what happened with Cartel Bo? He had a hood vlog. His hood vlog, I believe it was with Tommy G. White boy, you know what I'm saying? But he be in the mix. Back to Cartel Bo. He was in the hood vlog, showing his hood. What happens? Reactions. Police. Come commenting on his shit. What they saying? What they talking about, Lucci? Talking about. He capping. They saying that nobody called his hood Murderwood. Where he lived is Lakewood. They saying nobody called it Murderwood ever. They was talking about he broke. Trolling. They was trolling him. You know what I'm saying? So what Cartel Bo do? He say, fuck that. I'm gonna get a lawyer. He got bread. He went to go get a lawyer. What did the lawyer do? He said, we gonna sue. Now they gonna sue. They went, took him to court, and now what? They hood got raided. By who? Po-po. So now what we gonna do? Tune in, tap in, subscribe if you're new to the channel, hit the bell. You see every time I drop some new. All right, now let's start the show.
Imagine being a rapper who calls his neighborhood the deadliest hood in Houston, and then the actual police publicly come on the internet and call you a liar. That's not a hypothetical. That literally happened. The Houston Police Officers Union badge-wearing, gun-carrying law enforcement went out of their way to log on to social media and tell the world that Cartel Bo is a fraud, that his hood ain't a hood, that the neighborhood
And they were really on his shit too, though. That's the funny part. They was really commenting and responding. You know what I'm saying? Like they was on his shit, bro.
he's been rapping about, building his whole image around, calling Murderwood has had 2 murders. 2. Not 20, not 200. 2. But here's where it gets real crazy, fam. Instead
They try to make it sound sweet up in that mud.
of just taking that L and moving on, Cartel Bo and his attorney fired back, went on live television, and announced they are suing the police for leaking his private home address to the public. So now we got a Houston rapper in a full-blown legal war with the cops who raided his music video set, got him locked up in federal prison, and are now allegedly putting his life at risk by
Also, you know what? No, he's also making a point though, because look, so they was roasting him and shit, right? They also posted a video of them arresting him in front of his house. They said that he lives in the suburbs. They were saying Cartel Bo stay in the suburbs, and they was trying to roast him. They showed a video of them arresting him in front of his house in the suburbs. And he was like, nah, we gonna sue for that too, because you got me in front of you got my address and everything. Like, nigga, that's a problem. You can't stay there and shit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he brought up a storm. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Y'all think this is a play of too much pride? Because you know, growing up, bro, when you get pulled over with your homies and shit like that, bro, you be riding, 4 deep in the car, you know what I'm saying? Get pulled over, car smell like weed, you guys gotta get out the car, we're gonna search the car real quick. You know how that whole play go. Nigga, you know, when they be saying names and shit, if they really know you, nigga, they gonna try to talk shit. You know what I'm saying? If you really was getting in trouble and shit, police know who you is. You know what I'm saying? When you say your name and shit, oh, mister, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then they get on it. Yeah, bro, the police will talk shit. They'll say you snitched, nigga. They'll say you was all bad in the county, nigga. They'll say a whole bunch of shit, talking shit to you, you know what I'm saying? In front of your homeboys and shit. If you really from that, then you know that they just talking shit. It's regular. It's an everyday thing that they do. Was this a play of pride? Do y'all think this was a play of pride? Like, y'all think he just got too much pride? He had to attack back? Personally, I'd have let them talk that shit. They always do. Police always talk that shit. As soon as you happy to get out of jail, he'll be right back. It's all good. We'll see you again. You know what I'm saying? They really do that. I think it was a play of too much pride. I'm not gonna cap.
doxing him. Y'all need to hear this whole story from the beginning, because nothing about Cartel Bo's situation is simple. This man has been to federal prison, had ATF agents studying his music video frame by frame, cut off his own ankle monitor, and is still out here making moves, and now he's suing the people who came after him. Let me break it down for you. Before we get into all the drama, you need to understand who this man actually is. Because if you don't know Cartel Bo, you might sleep on how wild this whole situation really is. His government name is Warren Trammell Brown II, born and raised in Houston, Texas.
Did he just give the government out?
Damn!
I don't think the government is necessary, bro.
He moves in the streets affiliated with the 52 Hoover Gangsta Crips. And no, that ain't just a rap name thing. We'll get into that in a second. Now, Cartel Bo wasn't always on people's radar outside of Houston. He was doing what a lot of street rappers do. Posting on YouTube, dropping tracks on World Star, building a local following. Songs like Up, and I Shoot First were making noise in the city. He had
It was making noise in the city. They wasn't making noise everywhere else, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have not heard neither of them songs.
Big facts.
I only heard one song from this nigga. And the one song I heard from this nigga, hard. You know what time it is.
the energy, he had the street credibility, and he had the connections, including a relationship with Maxo Cream, one of Houston's most respected names in rap. But here's the real tea. Cartel Bow's music wasn't just rap, it was documentation. Every bar was a window into a specific lifestyle.
Ain't nothing smoother than a Hoover, little nigga. You know what time it is, bro. You know what time it is.
A specific set of streets, a specific way of living that not everybody gets to see up close. And that's exactly what made him dangerous to law enforcement, because the line between art and evidence is razor thin when you start filming what's really going on. And in 2018, that line disappeared completely. Okay, gang, this is where the story really starts. March 2018, Cartel Bow and Maxo Cream decided to shoot a music video for their collab track, Hoover. Now,
You know what's crazy? This nigga told us his government name for no reason. For no reason at all. He told us his government name.
What are we
Get to the
talking
meat and
about?
potatoes.
if you know anything about Houston rap videos at that time, you know they weren't pulling punches. No green screens, no rented mansions, no fake props. These Nightways was shooting where they actually be at. So they set up the video shoot at Lakewood Park in Houston, and they pulled up deep. We're talking about 24 alleged members of the 52 Hoover Gangsta Crips, all on camera on a basketball court, right next to Hilliard Elementary School, with loaded guns, no cap, multiple loaded, real, actual firearms, on a basketball court next to a school on camera for a music video. Citizens in the area called the police, and when officers pulled up to the location, almost everyone scattered. They dipped. Left the set, left the location, left everything behind. What they left behind, though? A dozen loaded firearms, some of them stolen. The music video
Damn. Dirty as hell. Just dirty.
dropped anyway, posted on World Star Hip Hop, and it went crazy. Over 2 million views. And that's when law enforcement made their move, because now they had something they didn't have before, a visual record, a TF agents. That's the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives for y'all who don't know. Sat down and went through that music video frame by frame. They paused it, zoomed in, identified who was holding what weapon, ran their criminal records, and started building cases. This is where it gets crazy for Cartel Bow specifically. He is a convicted felon. Convicted felon means legally you cannot possess firearms, no exceptions. And here he is on a public video, on World Star Hip Hop with millions of views, holding not one, but 2 assault rifles. The feds had him dead to rights before he even knew what was happening. Cartel Bow got charged. Felon in possession of firearms. Federal charge, not local, federal. And on top of that, he caught an additional charge for threatening a police officer during his transport to jail. They booked him. Bond was set. He got out on bond and was put on an ankle monitor while he awaited trial.
It's lame as hell how they book niggas for like, nigga, if he in handcuffs too, like, nigga, he ain't, man, nigga hot. You taking him to jail already. Nigga mad. All right. All that, what did you say? What you say can and will be used against you in a court of law? Man, nigga, look, if you're a regular human being, you will understand that a nigga tripping. You taking me to jail right now, I'm hot. You feel me? Anything I say right now, it's loose, nigga. No filter towards my hate for you, nigga. You feel me? And it's like that.
Here's what happened next. And y'all, this is the part that'll make you sit up straight in your chair. He cut off the ankle monitor and disappeared. Bro was on federal bond wearing a government-issued tracking device, and he cut it off and went ghost. That is an automatic violation.
It's burnt out. That's out. That nigga burnt.
That is, we are now hunting you down territory. And it tells you everything you need to know about where Cartel Bow's head was at. He wasn't about to sit around and wait for the federal government to decide his future. But the feds don't forget, they don't give up. And eventually, they caught up with him. When all was said and done, Cartel Bow pleaded guilty to being a felon in possession of a firearm. He was looking at up to 5 years in federal prison, and he did that time. He went in, did his bid, and came out the other side. 11 out of the 20 people charged in connection with the whole Hoover video situation ended up convicted in federal court. Let that sink in.
All told on themselves. What the fuck? All went to the video shooting, they all told on themselves.
Music video led to 11 federal convictions, and all because they filmed the real. Now fast forward to 2024. Cartel Bow walks out of federal prison, and this man did not come home quiet. He signed to Warner Records, one of the biggest labels in the music industry. He dropped a project called Life After the Feds, It Get Better, and the title alone tells you everything about his mindset. He's framing his whole post-prison chapter as a survival story, a redemption arc, a testament to grinding through whatever the system throws at you. He linked
But nah, I ain't gonna lie though. I've been seeing like Cartel Bo his interviews, and you know what I'm saying. He's not like a. I'm surprised that he cut his ankle monitor off and did all that extra shit because he don't talk like that. Like so, basically, he grew the fuck up. That nigga done grew up from the bullshit for real, because he doesn't talk like that. Like you, I wouldn't how he talks and stuff. Not saying he don't talk like that, like oh the nigga talk like he's sweet, nah. But like I'm saying like how he talks, I wouldn't expect him to do some crash dummy shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's some crash dummy shit, bro. It is.
back up with Houston's rap scene, collaborated with names like Slim Thug and that
It's like any regular man. It's look, bro. Niggas be wild when they young. So you feel me? I wouldn't put it past them, but yeah, niggas just be wild when they young. That's all it is. Cause he grown now. Now I wouldn't expect him to do that shit. Then though, like man, shit, he made a Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, he wild when he young.
Mexican OT. He was getting his money, building his fan base back up, and positioning himself like a man who came through the fire and didn't get burned. And then someone decided to put a camera in his face and follow him back to the neighborhood. That someone was a documentary filmmaker named Tommy G. This is the chapter that blew everything wide open. Tommy G dropped a documentary called Murderwood Inside Houston's Deadliest Hood, and the concept was raw. Embed yourself in the Lakewood area of Houston alongside Cartel Bo, get up close to the lifestyle, show the streets how they actually are through the eyes of someone who actually lives them. The doc was gritty, it was authentic, it was unapologetic. It positioned Lakewood as one of Houston's most volatile, dangerous, and deadly neighborhoods. And it positioned Cartel Bo as the face of that world. And it went viral, over 1 million views. People across the country were watching this thing and treating it like a window into something real, something dangerous, something untouchable. The internet was eating it up, hip-hop blogs picked it up, social media was buzzing, Cartel Bo's profile was rising again. But the Houston Police Officers Union was watching too, and they were not happy about what they saw. Here's where it gets crazy, fam. For real, for real. The Houston Police Officers Union, an actual official law enforcement organization, decided they were going to respond to this documentary publicly. Not just issue a report, not just file something internally. They got on the internet and called Cartel Bo out. They questioned his credibility. They pushed back on the whole Murderwood narrative. Their argument? Nobody in Houston actually calls Lakewood Murderwood. And the area has had two murders. 2 murders does not make the deadliest hood in Houston. That's not a war zone.
Trying to make it seem like it's the safest city in America.
That's a neighborhood. Now let me be clear about what the police union was really doing here. They were publicly saying that Cartel Bo is manufacturing a street image that doesn't match reality, that he's taking a normal residential area, slapping a dramatic name on it, and building a rap persona off of fictional danger. Translation, they called him a fraud on the internet with their government credentials.
But nah, the police be talking with slang. They be talking with slang because you gotta remember they still got hella informants and shit. So they got niggas that be in the street. They gotta stay up to par with street slang and like that for their undercover police that they be having and shit. Like they'll have niggas coming in there and you know what I'm saying. They be really telling them what certain words mean and what you know what I mean. But yeah, they'll say smart shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's cap. I don't listen to fake rappers. They be talking shit, bro. They be talking shit.
Behind it. But they didn't stop there. They also went public with the fact that Cartel Bo is currently on probation. And not just that, they highlighted that he has 4 domestic violence cases attached to his name. Think about that for a second. Law enforcement is publicly, deliberately broadcasting this man's legal history and personal life to millions of people online. And in the same breath, they're dismissing his street credibility. This is not normal behavior from a police union. This is targeted. This is a campaign. And Cartel Bo noticed. Cartel Bo and his attorney, Carl Moore, didn't take that lying down.
The dude to his left is, well, his right, our left, his lawyer.
They went on Fox 26's Isaiah Factor Uncensored, Houston's version of going on record publicly with a platform, and they addressed everything. First, Cartel Bo claimed that the Houston Police Department has been actively calling music venues and getting his shows canceled, not investigating crimes, not responding to complaints. picking up the phone, calling promoters and venue owners and telling them to cut off Cartel Bo's performances. And if that's true, and that's a big if because the police denied it, that is a direct financial attack on his career. That's not policing, that's harassment. That's using the power of a badge to shut down someone's ability to make a living. The Houston Police Officers Union responded by calling those claims 100% false. They said they are not attacking him. They're only questioning the false narrative he's building around Lakewood. In their words, they're just setting the record straight about the neighborhood. But here's what really blew this up: the doxing allegation. Cartel Bo and attorney Carl Moore went on television and alleged that law enforcement leaked Cartel Bo's private home address to the public, his actual residential address, Sleeps, where he lives. Let me make sure you understand what that means in the streets. If you're a
And I keep stressing that suburbs part because that's what they were saying is basically he doesn't even live there. They were saying there was only 2 murders, yeah, but they was also saying he doesn't even live over there, that he lives in the suburbs and stuff. And they was like, watch. And then they posted the video like showing that, you know what I mean?
rapper with beef, real beef, not rap beef, and someone puts your home address out there, that's not just an embarrassment. That's a potential death sentence. That's painting a target on your back for anyone who wants to find you. And they're saying the police did it. And this is where the story shifts from a beef to a legal battle. And that changes everything. Attorney Carl Moore is filing suit. They're going after law enforcement for the alleged doxing of Cartel Bo's home address. This ain't just talking to the blogs. This is courtrooms, depositions, discovery, and putting everything on record under oath. Now in the legal world, doxing by law enforcement is extremely serious territory if it can be proven that officers or officials deliberately released private residential information to the public, especially knowing that it could endanger someone. That is a civil rights violation. That is a lawsuit with real teeth. And Cartel Bo's team clearly believes they have something. You don't go on Fox 26 with your lawyer and announce a lawsuit for PR, especially not when you're already under a microscope with 4 domestic violence cases and a probation situation hanging over your head. That's a calculated legal move. The police, for their part, haven't confirmed leaking anything. But the fact that this story made it to mainstream news, that a Fox affiliate picked it up, that
They still ain't got to the meat and potatoes, bro. What so get to it.
the
Get to
police
it.
union felt the need to publicly respond multiple times tells you that something significant is happening here beyond just a rapper complaining about haters. Now, just when you thought this story couldn't get more complicated, it does. Recently, Cartel Bo and his baby mama were arrested in Houston. He was picked up on a warrant and she was charged with violating a protective order. So while all of this public war with the police union is going on, while the lawsuit is being discussed, while Cartel Bo is claiming he's being targeted and harassed, he and his baby mama catch a new arrest. And this is the part that the police union will point to and say, see, this isn't harassment, this is accountability. But here's what y'all need to understand. Whether you think Cartel Bo is completely right or completely wrong about the police targeting him, the arrest of him and his baby mama doesn't automatically invalidate the doxing allegation. Both things can be true at the same time. He can have legal issues and law enforcement.
I'm saying one thing I hate, bro. But put your fucking phone down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't be taking no pictures and shit when a nigga getting locked up and shit, man. Like, put your fucking phone down, bro. I hate that shit. That's everybody's first reaction. They see some crazy shit outside, they put their phone out before they try to help or dip. You know what I'm saying? Because the situation dangerous or anything. The first reaction is to grab their phone and hit record. Like, bruh.
Can have overstepped.
Niggas will go outside and see like a kid getting kidnapped, nigga, and they'll pull their phone out and record the nigga kidnapping the kid rather than trying to go over there and run and grab the kid for safety. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is weird, bro. It's just weird now.
That's what makes this so messy. There's no clean good guy and bad guy in this story. This is a war between 2 sides that both have ammunition. Okay, let me pull back and look at this from 30,000 feet because there's a bigger pattern here that a lot of people are missing. This is not the first time law enforcement has gone out of their way to publicly engage with and undermine a rapper's credibility. We saw it with NWA. We've seen it with Tekashi 6ix9ine. We've seen it with Boosie Badazz. There is a documented history of law
He really was, Cap.
enforcement agencies, local PDs, federal bureaus, prosecutors, using a rapper's music, image, and public persona against them in both the court of law and the court of public opinion. What makes the Cartel Bo situation unique is that the police union isn't just using this as evidence in a courtroom. They're engaging directly on social media. They're going on the record questioning his credibility in a way that sounds less like official law enforcement communication and more like street beefing. The police are beefing with a rap on the internet about whether his neighborhood neighborhood is really that dangerous, and now that rapper is suing them. Meanwhile, Cartel Bo is sitting on probation with 4 domestic violence cases, a new arrest, and a documentary that the whole city is talking about. His label, Warner Records, is watching all of this unfold. His tour dates are allegedly getting canceled. His career momentum from the
Why they doing him like that, man? This really be like trying to push him more. He got something viral going on.
post-prison comeback is being directly disrupted. But is it being disrupted by law enforcement targeting him, or is it being disrupted by his own choices and the legal consequences that follow? That's the question nobody can fully answer right now, except the courts. Here's the thing about Cartel Bo's situation that connects to something way bigger than one rapper from Houston. Hip-hop has always walked this line between documentation and glorification, between telling the truth about where you come from and being held legally responsible for that truth, between representing your hood authentically and having that representation used as evidence against you. The Hoover video being analyzed frame by frame by the ATF, that was documentation becoming prosecution. The Murderwood documentary being publicly challenged by the police union, that's art becoming a credibility trial in real time. And the doxing allegation, if proven, represents something that should concern every artist in every genre. If law enforcement can release your private home address as a form of retaliation against someone they've publicly deemed a troublemaker, that's a constitutional problem. That's a First Amendment problem. That's way bigger than Cartel Bo. No cap, the outcome of this lawsuit could set a precedent for how law enforcement is allowed to engage with artists who document street life. Real recognize real, and what's real here is this. Cartel Bo's story is about survival at every level. Survival in the streets,
Not gonna cap. That's a good argument right there.
survival in the federal system, survival in the music industry, and now survival in a public war with the people who have badges and guns.
Nigga said, "Man, police talking shit on my video, so I went back at them, right? And them niggas start releasing my address."
The feds came for him once, and he went to prison. Now they've allegedly put his address on the street, and he's going to court. So where does all this leave us? Cartel Bo is out of prison, he's on probation, he's got new music, a major label deal, and a viral documentary. He's also got 4 domestic violence cases, a recent arrest, a lawsuit in the works, and a police union that is publicly calling him a fraud on the internet. This man's life is a full season of television compressed into 2 years. What I will say is this: the Houston
Nigga said compressed into 2 years.
Police Officers Union publicly engaging with
50 Cent at? He need one of them BMF type deals. He need one of them BMF type deals, man. Where 50 Cent at?
and attempting to undermine a rapper's
Unit.
credibility is a level of weird that we need to pay attention to. Whether Cartel Bo is telling the truth about Murderwood being dangerous, whether he really is from the streets or the suburbs, whether the police really leaked his address, those are questions that the courts and time will answer. But the
Shit not even really important though. That's the biggest thing. The biggest thing out of all of it. Shit not even important, bro. Niggas is men. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you remember that old saying? You remember that old ass shit they used to say? It's not about where you're from, it's about where you're at. You know, as you get older, that shit really real, bro. I give a fuck about where I'm from, nigga. That's about where I'm at, bro. Nigga, on the bigger and better, nigga. You feel me? When you at the bottom, when you at the low, ain't no way else to go but up, bro. Niggas ain't glorifying no fucking sleeping on the floor shit, nigga. That shit ain't cool, nigga. Nobody's glorifying having holes in their shoes, nigga. Nobody's glorifying one pair of shoes for a whole school. Bro, nigga, get the fuck out of here, bro. Nah, that is not even important, bro. That shit not even important. That's why I was asking in the beginning of the video, what y'all think? This a play of pride or what? Cause like, nigga, I'd have let them talk that shit, nigga. I'm counting up, nigga, off these views, nigga.
fact that this is even a conversation we're having, that a rapper and a police union are in a public war that's making mainstream news and heading to a courthouse, that tells you everything about where we are in 2025 in America. The streets are watching, the courts are watching.
It's 2026, nigga. What the fuck is he talking? It's 2026.
And y'all better believe Cartel Bo is watching too. Drop a comment. Do you think the police crossed the line by publicly calling him out? And do y'all think this lawsuit has legs? I'm out. Stay.
I'll tell you right now, nigga, no, they didn't go up there like that. They do that shit regularly, bro. That shit is regular, bro. You got some thick skin, bro. That shit is regular, bro. You get put over with the homies, nigga, y'all bunched up and everything, nigga. They go, oh, I know you, oh, yeah. Well, nigga, you was all bad when you was locked up. I remember you. You know what I'm saying, bro? They be talking shit, bro. It's a regular thing, bro. A street cop is not gonna be a CO in the county jail. That's how they just be talking shit, bro. So, yeah, man, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Was it a play of pride or what? homie. Because to be honest with you, that shit couldn't even fuddled me, bro. You feel me? Now, if they would have released a video of all that and this, that, and the third before I responded to anything, then it's a problem. Then it's like, oh yeah, go ahead and make it do what it do, bro. Make that shit do what it do. Pop your shit, King, and get the lawyer, King. And you know what? How much he cost, nigga? I might go half, nigga. If you win, you know what I'm saying? If you win this shit, nigga, just give me a cut, nigga. Give me a cut. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. That's out, bro. That's out. Yeah, man. Unfortunate situation, but I hope you get what you want and not what you deserve, bro. Thanks to all those that's been holding it down with your boy KM Lucci on KM Lucci Reactions. Tapped in, tuned in, pop your shit, you know what I'm saying? And subscribe if you're new to the channel, hit the bell so you can see every time I drop some new